I mean, I didn't adjust anything. Like I said, if they play me, I have to hand the ball off. Um, you know, um, thought I probably could have checked it down maybe a couple, once or twice more than I did. Um, in the past game. But other than that, I mean, there wasn't really any situations where I shied away from a hit or anything like that. I mean, they hit me a couple times anyway, so I played with. Like I said, I wasn't gonna play if I couldn't be myself. So
Kyler, there were a lot of plays that helped define, this game that didn't go for you. Was one of the biggest ones for you not getting points at the end of the first half? Is that what's going to stick with you the most?
yeah, uh, yeah, I'm not gonna speak on it too much, but that's it's an unfortunate turn of events. Obviously we get points right there. We put ourselves in a better situation.
Next up, Craig, Cam, Greg.
Tyler, I want to go back to that last sequence before the half, just what you just talked about. Was there an option for you to check out at any of those plays and do something different than what was called?
You watched it?
I did.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with play calls. We just didn't execute.
Hey, Kyler, we asked Cliff this, and he says you quarterback sneaking is not really in the game plan. How comfortable are you with that if he was to call that and you had to sneak the ball?
I mean, if the game's on the line, I mean, I'll do whatever to win the game. There's no question there. That was none of the calls that we called. Again, the plays were there to be made. We just have to execute.
Kyler, Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. I'm curious whether you were missing Larry Fitzgerald in the red zone today.
I mean, I said it, before the game. I mean, obviously, not having Larry, is a huge loss for us. But at the same time, we got a next man up mentality, and we have to step up. We knew coming into this game we weren't going to have Larry, so. Like I said, I think the plays were there to be made. We just did not execute.
We'll wrap it up with the last four. Sierra, Tressa, Kent, Craig.
In those tough situations for Zane Gonzalez where he's missed a field goal, is there anything you say to him after the game as a leader on this team?
I mean, it's one of those positions where you don't get that many opportunities, so it's not like I'm sure it's very mental. I've never been a kicker. I can't speak on it. I don't know, but no, I don't. I'm not down or I don't go and bash him or anything like that. I know how tough it is. It's a tough game. He made every other kick, and it just didn't happen to go his way. I think we had a lot of other opportunities to make that game easier on ourselves, and we didn't. So,
hey, Kyler, just looking at the last stretch of games coming into the end of the season, where would you like to see the biggest change made?
no, I think we just lately, or in the games that we've lost, we've just kind of found a way to shoot ourselves in the foot. In a lot of games that we feel like we should have won, or like I said, we come out and we shoot ourselves in the foot, and it's not a good feeling to keep doing that over and over again. And we got to clean it up. It's pretty obvious. I think everybody watching it sees it. So.
Tyler, with the way Seattle has played you and then the way the Patriots did, people taking away the run, what's the counter to that? How do you make them pay?
I feel like I should. I mean, I don't think I have to run for us to be successful. I don't. I mean, I'm very confident on running backs. It is what it is. They choose to take me out of it. I got to hand the ball off. I can't control the ball after that. I got to hand the ball off.
And Connor, just to for the follow up here, you guys are 6-5 now, 5 games to go. How's the attitude on the team? How's your attitude going forward?
Got to remain positive. This is a very tough league. It's tough to win in this league. It's you can be beat any Sunday, obviously, and we just got to remain positive, one day at a time type of mentality.
Cliff, can we just get your general thoughts on this game and in the grand scheme of things? Did you do enough to win this game?
No, we didn't do enough because we didn't win it. Got to give them credit. They made some big plays at the end, and we didn't.
Cliff, Kyler had 31 rushing yards today. What would you attribute that to? Was it play calling? Was it just his decision making? Was it the defense?
They definitely were keyed in on the him running it. Thought he made good decisions when to run it, and was efficient in that. So I'd say that would be about it.
Coach, can you walk us through that sequence right before the end of the first half there, right at the end of the first half?
Yeah, thought we got in. Then obviously Key's knee was down short and came with a 4th and 6 inches, and couldn't see if he got in or not. He went low and it got crowded in there, and I don't think anybody could really tell if he got over, but got to give them credit for that stop.
Next up, please, we'll go Mark, Catherine, Kent.
Hey, Coach, where's your level of belief right now in Zane Gonzalez after the miss today?
He's been good a lot of the time. Obviously, there's a couple kicks that we'd like to have back, but I think he's kicked the ball well for us over the last 2 seasons. We got to be able to come up with that. So we'll just keep working.
Hey, Cliff, how much did you guys draw up differently today to give Kyler a little more protection for his shoulder? Was that a factor in anything?
No, I don't think so. I think he was feeling pretty good, and I thought he really played an efficient game. Took what was there, checked it down, ran when he needed to run. Gave us a chance to win at the end.
Overall, Cliff, what do you think are the reasons for the struggles offensively the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think New England had a good plan. I think, once again, we had some opportunities and didn't take advantage of it, didn't have a ton of possessions, so needed to maximize the ones we did have, and weren't able to do that.
Next up, please, Bob, Sierra, and Josh.
Cliff, on the last Isaiah Simmons penalty, did you get a look at it, and what did you think of the importance of what that hit?